My dad invited a random substance addict into our house. He then tried to break into my room. I grew up with my dad and brother. My mom died when I was 10. I was only 13 and would already go out until late drinking in the park with friends. My dad was an alco and always too drunk to know if I was at home or not. I had free reign and no rules or boundaries. My dad used to invite random substance-using strangers into the house. Often when I came home, these strangers and my dad would be passed out from too much substances. Or they would barely notice I was there and I'd go straight to my room. One day when I was 13, I'd come back from being out with friends. It was the early hours. I walked through the living room to go upstairs to my room and my dad was asleep on the armchair, clearly having done something and having drank a lot. The guy he'd brought back was around mid-50s. I didn't recognize him. He was still awake. He looked at me with bulging eyes and something was off about him. He smiled and stared. He tried to start a conversation with me but I was keen to get to my bedroom. I went upstairs and got my pajamas on for bed and then dashed to use the bathroom. As I was walking to the bathroom, he said to me, "You look nice in those pajamas," and he was smiling at me and creeping me out. I went back to my room instead of using the bathroom and I shut the door behind me. I had a lock on my bedroom door and I used that. He was then trying to open my bedroom door via force. I was so scared because I knew something was off and that he had bad intentions. I dragged my bed across my room to block the door in case he barged it open and broke the lock. He's knocking on the door. "I'm just trying to say hello, don't be so rude, just open the door." His words are getting more and more aggressive with each sentence. I'm not responding. The bed is blocking the door and it's still locked and I can hear him pushing against the door, trying to get inside. I open my bedroom window and I scream. Again and again, "Help! Help! Please!" At the top of my lungs. What I later found out was that my neighbor heard me and, knowing my dad was an alcoholic, was assuming something had happened to him. He came round. He must have seen that my dad is asleep. He comes up to my room and he's knocking to get in and I can hear his voice, a voice of safety. Although I trusted my neighbor, I'm so shaken up that I'm now just sitting in the corner of my room in a ball crying and shaking and panicking. He knocks the door open and is pushing it open against the weight of the bed. He came in and checked on me assuming I must be hurt. He just holds me whilst I compose myself and try to explain what has happened. The man is gone. But I knew he could come back any time in the future. This was the final straw for social services and that's the night I ended up in the care system.